Cleveland, even though all the down years have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys that have in their step, you go to them early and often. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Stump. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Jones. He finds his man complete. That's Stump. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to the running game with Swift. And very little running room there. might get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20. Ready? Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Oh, here we go.
From the gun, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Safety creep. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Mostert. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On second down, Swift.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off play action, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Throwing. Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. No problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Love from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, Love to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down at 5. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jones on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a throw here hauled in. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 24, Jones toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Stump. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jones. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Play action this time with Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Runs over him, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the 49ers, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.